Bonsoir ou bien bonjour à tout le monde. Il est présentement 7h58. Donc, il n'est pas vraiment 8h encore. Il est beaucoup 8h, c'est-à-dire. Et nous, c'était schedulé pour nous commencer à 8h. On a peut-être commencé un petit peu plus tôt, mais de toute façon, on va une minute ou deux au cas où il y a un monde qui t'a vraiment intéressé et join live là. Donc, moi-même, personnellement, moi, je suis prêt pour me parler à un grand monde. Ou bien prêt tout pour me parler à des âmes futures. So I'm gonna wait a minute, and then we could start our live. And perhaps I can introduce my countdown again. Yeah, my intro. Let's. Encore une fois, bonsoir ou bien bonjour. Moi, c'est David Remy. Also known as Carl Henry for those who know. First off, moi, salut nous. Donc, avec la paix de Dieu, c'est-à-dire. Parce que c'est seulement paix ça qui est certain. Donc, I extend shalom aleichem to everyone. Donc, paix soit avec vous. Et moi, je voulais aussi peut-être commencer par souhaiter tout le monde bonne année. Comprendre pour ça qu'a fêté année 2025. Moi, personnellement, I'm in between two worlds. So I had a previously a new year about 3 months ago. So we're still definitely in the mix in terms of Rosh Hashanah. And now, of course, we have the 2025 New Year. So happy New Year to everyone. I wish you all the best in 25. And I hope indeed that we will be at last able to unite and make something happen. So we're going to get into all of that. And I'm not going to really be too long. In fact, I don't think we're going to go to our 8:45 mark. Now, I will say that I will be presenting in English. In fact, I will be consulting my notes, so you'll have to excuse me if perhaps you see me staring a little bit and things like that. Just I want to make sure that we cover all the points, but I will be proceeding in English. And at a later date, I'll be translating the manuscript, or the script, rather, the text in the French language and possibly the Creole language and try to disseminate that. But today we will be proceeding in English. Again, I wish you all the best. Let's see, order of the day. So in essence, oh my goodness, I failed to do this. So Happy New Year, bonne année, tout ça. Puis je voulais aussi dire Happy Independence Day à tous mes Haïtiens, fiers, proud. Et c'est pour raison ça nous là, à soir là d'ailleurs. C'est pour la cause, je veux dire haïtien ou la cause haïtienne. That is why we're here. And so that is our purpose. That is what gets us, going, it's the juice. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be presenting to you in essence, what I would say is a lecture, really, in some ways. I'm not a professor now, so we don't mean it in that sense, but it is constructed in in that way, in a sense. So it is a lecture, and I'm going to be going through that, and that constitutes the special address that's in our title. So if you recall, the title of our live, of our Facebook Live, is New Year special address and announcement. On the second topic of announcement, I hope my volume is okay, but I don't see necessarily anyone per se yet. So um, I can't really ask if anyone is hearing me, but anyway, I trust that the volume is okay because I did test things out. So, in terms of the second part of that title, there, announcement, yes, and we will be more or less concluding with a few announcements, a couple of announcements, um, which I deem special, and they're all in connection related to our cause here, Haïti, notre pays, notre cher Haïti. Devil Fontitan peut-être un peu avant de rentrer dans le lecture proper. But let me take a look here. Bear with me. I do believe this time we have this all under control, and I hope you all will enjoy also the our logo here, Mouvement Diaspora Haïtien. We got some tweaking to do. I'll be consulting with a couple of people, but generally that will be it there. So okay, so I believe we'll get into it because I won't be very long. So I want to allow some time for maybe anybody who would like to join late. But at any rate, we are going to go right ahead. So, m'a commencé avec un quote, comme you dit, en anglais. And it is a quote from scripture. It is a quote from the Bible, and I'm not going to reference it per se. I'm sure most are familiar with it, but it is stated that, and we quote, "The earth is the Lord's and the fullness therein, the world and they that dwell in it." End of quote. Pretty straightforward. À l'Éternel la terre et ce qu'elle renferme, le monde et ceux qui l'habitent. Um, and that's pretty straightforward. It may sound simple. We hear it, we take it for granted, but it's very important. It's very important to our cause, for example. And so I started with that quote. Now, as president of the group, i.e., Mouvement Diaspora Haïtien, excuse me, the idea, actually, before I proceed, since I'm going to get into the idea, if you recall, we did pose a question at the outset along the lines of what does true redemption and progress mean to you, and regarding Haiti. What does true redemption and progress mean to you, and how can we, the diaspora, actually ensure that we implement and that we get this going, right? So that's sort of the question that we're working with, and I hope some of you had a chance to give it some thought, consider it. It's never too late because that's what we'll be doing in the next little while, right? Considering. So, having said that, again, as president of the group, namely Mouvement Diaspora Haïtien, the idea of redemption is a cornerstone of our mission, deeply rooted in biblical, historical, and legal understandings. The concept of, again, redemption carries profound significance across multiple dimensions, which I'll explore during this lecture. Now, briefly, and we're not going to cover all topics, and we're not claiming to be expert on all matters here, but let us proceed. Now, let's look, for example, at the biblical and historical context. The term redemption appears around 20 times in the Bible, derived from the Hebrew word ga'olah. Its earliest mentions connect to both the land, for example, you could check Leviticus 25:24, and the redemption of individuals sold into slavery, generally pertaining to the Israelites, Jews, all right? In the context, that is. So its earliest mentions connect to both the land and the redemption of individuals sold into slavery, emphasizing the intertwined relationship between people and the land under God's covenant. Notable references include Psalms, Ruth, Jeremiah, and Ezekiel, where the concept speaks to liberation, restoration, and divine purpose. So we're not going to dwell too much on that. This is not quite an exegesis. At any rate, Now let's look at some a bit of modern interpretation, and we're going to keep this brief, like I said, in terms of the biblical and historical context. We laid it out for you there briefly, and I hope you've highlighted the connection here in terms of a relationship between people and the land. That's how God views it. We're sort of speaking not for God per se, but let's say we're taking a bird's eye view. All right, now modern interpretation. Today, redemption is often viewed through lens of atonement or recovery. Oftentimes spiritual connotations, for example, for sins and so on. Now, it signifies buying back something lost, for example, as in legal or financial context. For us, it encompasses Haiti's transformation, that is, restoring dignity, sovereignty, and purpose to its people and land. Again, I repeat, for us, it encompasses, again, this term redemption here, Haiti's transformation, restoring dignity, sovereignty, and purpose to its people and land. I wish to make a call for progress because we're dealing with redemption and progress. Because the question was, what does true redemption and progress mean to you vis-a-vis Haiti? So progress, as defined by the Cambridge Dictionary, is, and I quote, the process of changing or developing towards an improved situation or condition. End of quote. That sounds good. I know in my personal life, I tend to want that. I want it now. Now, in the context of Haiti, this means reversing decades of regression and striving for genuine development. I should probably repeat that again. In the context of Haiti, because personally, we could feel that, the need for progress. We sense it in our lives. Right, we're content when we see it happening. So, in the context of Haiti, this means reversing decades of regression and striving for genuine development. Right. So, we're dealing with the past and the future. That's what we that this is it's the so these two are intertwined. We got to work with it. It's a dialectic. It's an interesting one. While Haiti's challenges are daunting, the opportunity for redemption offers hope. So we're right back to the context of redemption again here, right? It's not all that great right now. It looks bad. In some cases, it's dire. But again, the opportunity for that redemption, and please make the connections, offers hope. Let us proceed. And I'd like to propose that a unifying for action is this next piece here. The land belongs to God, as we've established. All right, earlier with the scripture, and it's scripture, but it's not only for the religious or for the spiritual. Anyone could say amen to that truth, and no one can claim, and no one that we know, anyways, can say, "Well, it's our world, it's their world." No, no, it is God's world. All right, so I don't want to lose you here. So the land belongs to God, and we, as sojourners and caretakers, are entrusted with its stewardship. Again, I repeat, the land belongs to God, and we, as sojourners and caretakers, are entrusted with its stewardship. This ancestral heritage, this is a very important concept. This ancestral heritage demands responsibility. I repeat, this ancestral heritage demands responsibility. The diaspora's role is pivotal in redeeming Haiti's legacy, ensuring it thrives for future generations. That's our purpose, is it not? With the group Mouvement Diaspora Haïtien. Our purpose, I say, not just mine. One man can't do it alone. One woman can't do it alone. It takes unity. It takes more than a few, I would argue. I would like to see a legion. How about that? Legions, at any rate. Um, I wish to repeat this point, though, that the diaspora's role is pivotal in redeeming Haiti's legacy and ensuring it thrives for future generations. The law of redemption, very important concept. And we're going to be working with that over the next few weeks. And you'll understand the connection in a bit later when I make the announcement why I say that. So the law of redemption compels us to reclaim and restore Haiti's land, culture, and nationhood. However, the question remains: how do we address Haiti's complex challenges and thrive and drive meaningful change? Right? The hope is great, and we have good feelings, and it's awesome, it's great. But the question remains: how do we do it? Right? So I'm gonna go back and take a step back on that, because I think a lot of us, including myself at times, but I tend to work my way out of it, so to say. But I think a lot of us are trapped in that, and so it paralyzes us a little bit, and it stifles the growth because it does take volition. We may call it political will, but just will, volition in general. And so, if we look at the situation and it looks problematic, too problematic, so we may be tempted to, uh, I can't do it. So I that's why I repeat again: the law of redemption compels. It's a compelling factor. Compels us to reclaim and restore Haiti's land, culture, and nationhood. However, again, the question remains: how do we address Haiti's complex challenges and drive meaningful change? C'est ça notre devise. That is our purpose. That is the purpose of the group, and that's what we're going to keep working on. Not overnight, not just today, not just tomorrow, not just a week, not just a few years. How about we look at generations and generations? The way I would like for us to look at it really is every 5 years we ought to be able to see, benchmarks. So to say, we ought to say, okay, we made it, and we multiply that by five times five, 25. So we look at 25 years, borderline generation, right? So I want us to look at it like that more, right? So laying the foundation. So in 25 years from now, Bezat Hashem, hopefully we're alive and we're well, and there are others that are younger than me that will be getting involved, others that are older, others around the same age, but we'll be all right in 25 years. We'll still look good, right? But what we have to ensure, though, is that by that time, we create a better situation. So I don't want to sidetrack because I have something specific that I need to share with you in a certain format and context. So let me, and I don't want to digress. So let me return. So now we talked about this question: how it's done. Well, that speaks to the whole matter of how would we call it, path forward, path forward. And I recall working with my buddy Ralph Lissin. He would usually be on the lives, but I think he's probably traveling and things like that. But at any rate, I myself, um, actually, let me not digress too much. We'll get back to that. So a path forward. Let's look at a path forward solution. Right. The current hardships facing Haiti stem from historical errors and spiritual disobedience. Yet there is hope. God promises to gather the dispersed, return them to their homeland, and establish security for future generation. This process requires contrition, contrition. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, contrition, unity, and action. Now let's look at this path forward again, at least aspects of it. All right. So again, we're sort of, we're kind of going bottom line, I suppose we could say. At any rate, this could be, we could elaborate on this, we could extrapolate, we could do much, but let's keep it simple here. And again, I say regarding the path forward, the current hardships facing Haiti stem from, I repeat, historical errors. Undeniable, right? But guess what? Also spiritual disobedience. Yet again, there is hope. Because why? God promises to gather the dispersed. God has done it before, and God promises to do it again. And we have to make sure that our generation is the generation that has the opportunity to usher this. And so, again, God promises to gather the dispersed, to return them to their homeland and establish security for future generations. This process again requires contrition, unity, and action. Contrite heart, unity, and action. Our mission is to initiate the true redemption and progress of the first Black nation of the New World. Do you understand that? Our mission is to initiate true redemption and progress of the first Black nation of the New World. This involves addressing Haiti's historical trajectory, systemic challenges, and fostering resilience. Now, very important, the points that we just mentioned here, um, it speaks to us directly to our topic, true redemption and progress. And I wanted us to think about that, what it means to you. And it's not just what it means to me. Now, I just gave you my perspective in a sense. And that's why I initially said as president of the group. And I tend to, look at it from sort of a, um, I guess, historical, spiritual standpoint, right? So I give, but it means something to you, right? But this speaks directly to that. So, having stated briefly what our mission is, namely to initiate the true redemption and progress of the first Black nation of the New World, and having stated that this involves addressing Haiti's historical trajectory, systemic challenges, and fostering resilience, now let me make an invitation to you. I would like to make an invitation to collaborate. Doesn't matter what stage you are in life, we're all working towards personal goals, whether they be financial, spiritual, social. I've got plenty of goals, plenty of ambition, plenty of dreams, and I would like to see definitely some of them pan out, right? Um, and while I'm involved in my life, we could still work on this, and I'm saying the same thing to you, right? So, an invitation to collaborate. Join us as we discuss and work toward advancing peace, prosperity, and justice for Haiti. Oh, sounds so beautiful. So follow, support, and collaborate in this righteous mission to secure a better future for Haiti and its people. Again, my invitation is to collaborate. So I want you to join us, not just me. I've got other people that's involved, and we're going to get all types of people involved. So I do want you to join us as we discuss and work towards. So we do have to discuss this. It's a constant debate. We talked about dialectic. We discover, every day, and it takes brains, different thoughts and brains to activate this. Um, excuse me. Let me just make sure that my live is on Facebook. It should be. Um, yeah, we're live. We're live. Just making sure. Just making sure. Um, okay, so we shall proceed. Um, I believe. Anyhow, we should be live, and we are concluding. Right. Okay. So, an invitation again is to collaborate. Join us as we discuss and work toward advancing peace, prosperity, and justice for Haiti. We need you to follow, support, and collaborate in this righteous mission. Indeed, it is a righteous mission to secure a better future for Haiti and its people. It needs to be done. It's got to be done. It must be done. And I believe it is incumbent on us, all of us, so the Haitian people, but in particular the Haitian diaspora, to ensure that this is done. So this is on grosso modo, comme nous on dit, what I wanted to share with you in terms of the lecture. And as I said, it wasn't going to be too long. I intend to see you again and to discuss this matter. We're going to continue to discuss this matter and work towards this righteous mission, as we said. Um, and so, how about some special announcements? Let's move to the announcements. Huh? Souhaiter que tout le monde ait une petite chance pour un petit bouillon yo bail comme ça. 1er janvier, haïtien nous boit bouillon. Moi, personnellement, je bois bouillon. D'ailleurs, je bois bouillon pas trop longtemps. Malheureusement, j'avoue, année ça, pas de chance enjoy bouillon, disons, dans le contexte famille, loved ones, and so on. Parce que I guess I'm kind of on the road, we could say. Même Montréal, là, pour quelques jours, 2 jours, 2 jours, incluant today. Donc, j'étais obligé de prendre soupe à to go. But I enjoyed it nonetheless. And I hope y'all had some of that good stuff too. And I suppose we'll move to some announcements, some special announcements. That was the special address. It was a special address. It is going to be a continuous debate. And we're going to continue to work, but I hope that it resonates and it continues to resonate with some of you. All it takes is a few, really. And this will catch fire. Since we're not going to talk about special announcements in terms of opportunities, we could say pursuits, what's to come. Let us make a toast. Let us make a toast. So to redemption, to the redemption, to true, in fact, to true, it stems from God. Any truth stems from God. But at any rate, similar to how truly it is that the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, and that it shines above all people. That's and the moon by night. True. So truth. So let us make a toast again to true redemption and progress of Haiti. And indeed, may we be involved. And all the best to all of y'all, and to a bright future in the Lord. So let's proceed with the announcements. Without any further ado, I was aware that I would not be going till 45. But I set it for 8:45 just in case. So, where are we? Sorry, I'm going over my notes here. I gotta look at the notes a little bit. Okay. So, special announcements. Why don't we start with the upcoming upcoming publication. I'm feeling a little bit. I might, because I just want to make sure. I mean, it is live, right? Of course, my stream is live. It is indeed. Okay. Just want to make sure, guys. Just want to make sure. Kind of wearing a bright keeper. Okay. I mean to start a soliloquy on y'all. Talk to myself. It's just I believe I'm live. So special announcements. We'll start with upcoming publication. I repeat, upcoming publication. So I'm excited to announce the upcoming release of my publication entitled MDA Chronicle, Haiti Country Condition. It's set for release at the end of February, God's willing. Excuse me. I apologize. What's up, brother? No, I'm actually on a live. I'm doing a Facebook live right now. Just get feeding me. I thought you were gonna. Most of that blush here. Anyway, I'm finishing. I'm finishing now. Yeah, it's all good. So let me finish. It's scheduled till 8:45.
What are you under your name or under the Haïtien Mouvement?
It's Mouvement Diaspora Haïtien. Yeah, but on my on my profile, you should be able to access it. Okay. But I'm just concluding now with the special announcement. Look, now
I'll check that out.
All right. Shut up. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Very important individual. Um, so um, um, Special announcement. Upcoming publication. I'm excited to announce the upcoming release. That's right, of my publication, MDA Chronicles, MDA Chronicle, Haiti Country Conditions, set for release at the end of February. By the grace of God, Bezat Hashem. Um, this work examines the state. That's why I said to release at the end of February, potentially early March, but we are, we are aiming for end of February here. This work examines the state of the nation through a comprehensive lens covering its history, political and economic conditions, criminality and corruption, human rights, judiciary, and religion. Um, uh, while the prognosis, you will see, may seem grim, the book offers hope through actionable propositions and a call to action. And truly, this is a must read. It's going to be a must read for those passionate about Haiti's future. Um, and it is a chronicle, so it's from the perspective, it's in that context, really a chronicle, but it will be packed. So that's my first announcement to you. So our upcoming publication. So look out for that. We'll be definitely keeping you posted. I can assure you of that. Again, the aim is for the end of February, possibly early March. But by the grace of God, it shall be done. So having said that, it brings us to a second special announcement, which is our podcast series. Not till infinitum, just a series. In fact, a relatively short series, but it is going to be a podcast series, and that is to complement the publication. And so I will host a podcast series to introduce key themes from the MDA Chronicle. So the series aims to inspire dialogue, generate interest, and build a committed audience. That's important for me right now. And so episodes will be available on our website starting mid January. Now, the date that was proposed to me, I am still working on that. The date, well, not proposed to me, the date that I proposed uh, is January 12th for the first episode. But once more, it may be a week later. But I will be keeping you in the loop. But you're gonna enjoy it. It should be interesting, and I won't be going all the time solo, completely solo. I will be having some guests, and so look out for that. So that's number two. Numéro 3, New Social Political Action Group. That's right. New Social Political Action Group. And so we are launching Mouvement Diaspora Haïtien. We're launching Mouvement Diaspora Haïtien. Mouvement Diaspora Haïtien has been in existence really for about 2 years now, maybe three, possibly even longer. I would like to say definitely 2021 is when we more or less um, got into this. But in terms of officially now, we are launching Movement Diaspora Haïtien. So it's it's a large scale, I would say, a large scale social enterprise and action group. And our mission is to empower the Haitian diaspora to contribute to Haiti's transformation through innovative tools, strategic partnerships, and collective action. Our vision, in that sense, is a self-sufficient, thriving Haiti, united by sustainable development and social justice. Some of the good stuff I was hinting at, right? Um, so that is that for our new social political action group, and stay tuned for that. You're all invited again to collaborate. And so the fourth announcement is in keeping with that. For example, in keeping with the third point or the third announcement, we're talking about founding meeting in June. So we will be calling a meeting in June, Bezat Hashem, God's willing. Again, dates may change, but they should be in that ballpark. So it should be in that June month. But we will be calling a meeting, a founding meeting in June. And so this will be a pivotal meeting in June. And in the June meeting, we'll convene a group of leaders with expertise in social action, economic development, technology, and community engagement, to name a few. And so together, we will establish a governance structure that ensures transparency, accountability, and inclusivity. So again, the third announcement is the actual group itself. I'm announcing that we will be launching that, and in the fourth announcement, in keeping with that, we will need, of course, to convene a meeting, a founding meeting. So that is pivotal. That will be in June. So that's I guess the third and the fourth announcement kind of go together, but that's what we wanted to share with you. I wanted to share with you this evening in terms of first a bit of a lecture, a short one, on this topic and in these announcements. And so again, I'm going to keep saying this: join us, participate, let's collaborate, let's work together. But yes, join us in championing the Haitian Reparation Initiative. That's what we're about to do, guys. Champion the Haitian Reparation Initiative and be part of this transformative journey. It's transformative journey for Haiti's future. Now, since I'm saying you to join, and we're talking about, maybe I'm going to share this with you. Let me, so that you can see what we're proposing here briefly in terms of programs and operations, just so you have an idea. And we're closing with that, in fact. Let's see here. Where would we have it? Oh, okay, let's see here. I'm going to share this. Let's add this screen. Let's see if it shows. Oh, it does show. Oops. Okay, well, it's not really, I don't know if you all will be able to see it, but I guess right here, programs. This is some of my notes, but I think that I wanted to focus here on programs and operations. So it says here, truly a new thing needs to be done in our beloved country, Haiti, guided by divine providence. All our projects and endeavors are creative, effective, and equitable. Our key programs include, and this is the point I wanted to leave you with. So I have here charity and philanthropy projects. Initiatives focused on uplifting communities through targeted support and resources. We've got MDA Freight, or Fright, depending on how you pronounce it, Freight and Logistics. So a dedicated service to streamline the movement of goods and aid to and from Haiti. Another point here, Operation Zimra, a cultural initiative that celebrates and preserves Haitian heritage through music and arts. This one's packed, but only members. I'll only unpack this for specific members, but yes. And we've also got another here, programs and operations, Haitian stock market, an economic platform designed to boost local and international investments in Haiti. This is a very important point right now. Avec question sécurité, il fait bail difficile, but for bail fait. And National Symphony, a flagship project promoting national unity and cultural pride through music. So just to give you ideas of some of the proposition here in terms of programs and operations, and that's what I'm putting forward here. And I hope we can come together to elaborate, to get more going, to make this happen. Now let's get this slide off here. And I'm back. And so in conclusion, again, I want to encourage you all to, well, first of all, I wish you all, all the best in 5785, 2025. And I hope you will continue to prosper and grow. And let us not forget our country, the people of Haiti. And my encouragement to you is to work together in unity and make that and make it happen. So, avec ça, m'a quitté nous. Pour moi, nous encore dans le futur, pour ça qu'à suivre moi, même si nous pas watch qu'on y a, mais pour ça qui compte suivre moi yo, checker, enfin nous connaît prochaine bagaille, prochaine live yo, même c'est les m'a fait yo, comprendre, m'a annoncé yo. Donc on pas un specific schedule pour live yo, mais ça me se présenter tout à l'heure, c'est ça vraiment nous pas le focus. But next time enfin nous connaît qu'il est nous gain live yo. Même t'as souhaité que Facebook live là t'es prend sous Facebook normalement. Donc c'est ça. Donc c'est ça. Donc à la prochaine alors. D'accord? Assalamu alaikum.